And let's go straight into how I'm looking at this to play this week, right? First of all, let me clear out the levels. First of all-time highs, right? Starting off with a weekly, we tagged the all-time highs. We mentioned on previous week's stream that this is a good buying and this is a good weekly close for bullishness, right? And as we can see, we tag all-time highs. Now, going into the daily. Not much to mention here. I would really like to form a value here in order to get some more continuation. If we form a value here, it would be the best for more upside. But of course, it could also be like some sort of distribution forming to expect more downside down into potentially 116k, maybe even lower. These lows feel really good to leave them behind. So yeah, if a distribution forms here, this looks like a 3 drive going forward. 3 drive here. This could be looking like 3 drive actually. And yeah, we could be forming a distribution. But it will all depend on how we will react the next few days, right? AMD stock source over 25,000 on the news of what the fuck? AMD going crazy. I love it. So, going in the lower time frame, we have no reason to look at the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. We clearly holding trend, right? No reason to short. I posted about it also during the weekend. This is a good retest for longs. And now we're up like 2% to 1 point something to 2%. I don't see a reason why we should be going lower unless we start breaking down or forming like some sort of a composite here. So yeah. Without further ado, let's jump into VWAPs. Starting off with the yearly VWAP. So, the yearly VWAP, not much to mention. We're just trending above, developing yearly value high, right? I don't know if we will be getting a retest of this, but as long as we're holding above here, we're bullish. Let's go into the quarterly. So, quarterly VWAP. Too early into the quarter, but we're still bullish if we come back and retest 119, 118k. All right, so previous quarter value will be pretty important if we come and retest it. As long as we're holding above 119, 120, around here, this area around here is pretty bullish. And we have a lot of other confluences regarding to this. So yeah, not much to mention here as well. Let's go into the monthly value. As of now, the most important value, holding above developing value high, is pretty important for further upside. We could potentially be forming like some sort of composite once again and getting some sort of drop in momentum. We'll see. Too early in the week, but yeah. I could say this is a range. And we might be getting a sweep and playing this range for a while. but again, it's pretty early in the week. So yeah, not much to mention in the monthly as well. The only thing I want to mention is that look at this, all these lows. Even if we get a flash and we come into previous month value high, this is still bullish, right? Because we're sweeping all these lows, we're holding above previous month value. So yeah, this is still bullish even if we come down into here. So weekly value, the most important for this week, for the next few days, previous week value 120, roughly 123k. If we keep on holding, we can retest 123k, maybe sweep some lows or something else, and we keep on holding above previous week value, we're just gonna teleport higher, right? The only bullish scenario would be if we come down here, the only bearish scenario, sorry, accept below, retest, breakdown to visit basically 118, 120, which is some lows here, but I think we will be getting a full rotation down to 116k, 115, 116k. So yeah, I don't know. So let's go into TPO. In terms of TPO, as you can see, we opened up within previous day value, right? So we will be trading within here for a while, I guess, until something forms. Potentially we are forming a composite here, and I would love to form a composite here for some good opportunities, but we'll see how this develops. So the play here is, the bullish play would be acceptance above here, spend time and space, teleport higher to tag this high. Also some poor lows here. So yeah, again, once again, a composite here would do pretty good, the range basically. Now, bringing everything into one chart, we have, let me open up previous week value high, previous week value high. Let me open up levels. 5 week value high. We don't need this one. So yeah, previous week value low as well. 114,870. Okay, that's good. So as long as we're holding above 122, 123, this could be a pretty good range to form here. Range to form here, or range to form here, I don't know, we'll see. Better this one, because here we do have some equal lows sitting right here, right? We could be going into here, tag these lows. Let me close the flip up. Tag these lows, sweep, reclaim, reclaim also above previous week value high, and then continue the uptrend. Else, sweep these lows, reject in the previous week value high, and then rotate lower. But now we're focusing on what's happening here, where we're intraday play. We're going into previous day value high, right? Previous day value high. we kinda sweeping this highs here, this liquidity resting, swept into previous day via high. If this closes like this, I could be seeing a scalp short into these lows, right? Into these lows and potentially even lower. So yeah, I'm looking this for today. But for the week, my main focus is on this level right here, previous week via high. Other than that, not much to mention. As long as we're holding lows, we're bullish. If we start to form a composite, would be a first sign of finding value and potentially breaking down if that happens. But yeah, we will see. Too early to tell. So that's pretty much it, guys. Before I finish the stream, let's go ahead into some news. So on Wednesday we have FOMC meeting. Then we have unemployment claims on Thursday. It should be a pretty volatile week, and on Friday we have a lot of things to expect, right? Unemployment rate, earnings, no data, sir. Yeah, government closed. Yeah, I don't know. It's hilarious. Anyways, that's it, guys. Let me stop the recording and jump into questions. Before I end the recording, let me go into something pretty interesting. I mentioned also earlier, but let me mention it as well. XPL looks to me like it's close to bottoming out, right? I do have this level of interest. I need to see some momentum on this. Need to see some momentum, some lows holding, some highs breaking. Above one, we're bullish, right? I could be seeing this playing out pretty good. Also, another scenario I would really like would be maybe a sweep of these lows here, sweep, reclaim, and then start accepting above one, right? Because here we also have previous month fire low. So yeah, this could be a good rotational play if it comes. Also, based on weekly value, makes sense as well. Weekly value low sitting right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it about XPL. It's a good chart, right? It's bouncing off, not bouncing off. It's forming a value into a solid level. So yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. Lastly, let me take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum going crazy. I love it. You remember, guys, last week we talked about Ethereum accepting above here, and it's bullish. I'm holding some longs into it. I don't see a reason why we should be rejecting here as well. On lower time frame, we're holding lows. We could be seeing these highs getting tagged pretty soon. So yeah, Solana, not much to mention. Don't have a view into it. Anything else? Hype keeps on going higher. I'm holding some longs from here. I've taken some profits at 50 something. This was a trade. So yeah, I'm holding some like 20% of the position. Again, not much to mention here. Pump, Aster, if you guys remember last week, we talked about this. Flip these lows into previous week via low. Boom. That's pretty bullish. It's pretty bullish. So, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me end the stream. the recording, sorry, and jump into your questions.